open up the Basketball Champions League season. Of course, these teams now in the regular season will be facing it off. One of 8 teams attempting to qualify from Group B. The top 4 will advance into the round of 16, the playoff stages, somewhere that Venezia have been before. They know it well, having reached the final 4 in the inaugural Basketball Champions League season in Tenerife. As we see the other great games in Group B, 2 of them here today. Eurostar Tenerife versus Telecom Basketball already tipped off, or tipping off shortly, sorry. And then the other 2 games tomorrow night, Opava versus Nanterre, Holon versus Fribourg Olympic. The surprise qualifiers, the Swiss team, after a very impressive qualification from them, making up the 8 teams in Group B. So these 2 teams in the Champions League, they've both been here before. For fans of the Basketball Champions League, you will know a number of their faces. And it sets out to be a very impressive game. It is the 3rd appearance for Umana Reyer Venezia in the Basketball Champions League. As I mentioned, 4th place in the inaugural season, but didn't qualify for the playoffs last year. However, they did go into the FIBA Euro Cup and were the eventual champions of that competition. So it is a team in Venezia that have great European pedigree, great experience in winning. PAOK have always managed to go through the group stage in their first 2 appearances in the Basketball Champions League, but they've never got further than the round of 16. There is their lineup. It is a lineup with a lot of faces you have seen before. Guys like the youngster Antonis Konyaris, Ionis Athanaou, Evangelis Margaritis make up that Greek core. But now this year they are surrounded by some experienced guards in Phil Goss and Will Hatcher. Guys that will be hoping they can turn their season around for Venezia. Again, they will use a core of Italians, players like Stefano Donat, but Marquise Heyns, Austin Day, and new signing Gasper Vidmar, and players that have really added an impetus to this team. Day and Marquise Heyns, both there on the team that won the FIBA Euro Cup last season. And it is a big core of those players back again for the Italian team. So here is the PAOK team now onto the floor. There is Konyaris, point guard Athanaou, both of those experienced with the Greek national team last season in the qualification windows, as did Evangelis Margaritis, a man who played that last window in July where the Greek team got a remarkable comeback victory on the road in Georgia. And if you didn't see it, then it is one to go back and watch. Yes, Nick Kalathis really led the way for a Greek comeback, feeding a beautiful bounce pass for a cutting Papanaou to get the score on the buzzer and seal victory for the Greek team. And now we'll turn our attentions to the other side for Venezia. It is a steady team really now for Venezia. A team from Venice playing at home. Marquise Heyns has been here for a number of years now. Stefano Tonat, Italian national team experience. So a lot of these guys have been there before. Austin Day, we said, part of that team last year. There is the new signing, Gasper Vidmar, a man who is freshly arrived from Banvit. He is the Basketball Champions League leader in rebounds in the competition. 223. Gasper Vidmar has got more than anybody else to have ever played. He is a great addition in the off-season. As Vidmar played 18 games in the Basketball Champions League last year. 2 double-doubles in that time. Averaged 12 points and 6 rebounds. As he's a very efficient scorer in and around the basket. He'll be a good addition to this team. Alongside, like I said, that experienced core they have. Marquise Heyns in the backcourt. Bruno Czerela as well. Another man who has experience in his second year with the team. So for PAOK, I know they'll use that low post. It's a great success. You know, and different players posting up. Also expect to see them use that middle ball screen. Trademarks of both Greek and PAOK basketball. Extremely difficult to match up with, extremely difficult to stop, and they'll be the masters at controlling tempo, having the game played at their speed. And this beautiful arena here in Venice has seen some great games in Basketball Champions League action over the past 2 years, and they'll be hoping to see another one here. Our officials, Rosó, Sebastian Klivaz and Pavel Fusca from France, Switzerland and Slovakia. And there they are, the third team involved in today's game. Some of the new additions to this PAOK team. Quick glimpse there of Malik Pope, 6'10" American, just 22 years of age. New man into the lineup. Another new signing in Mondes Papantoniou. The point guard, 6'3", 28 years of age now. For him to back up Will Hatcher as we see Jones, Moreira, Christopoulos, Konyaris and Hatcher make up the five that will start. They'll go with the twin point guard lineup, Konyaris and Hatcher together for the PAOK team. Konyaris, a budding star in Greek basketball, is an all-star member of the under-20 national team, the European Championships 2 years ago. And the Greek national team think highly of him for the future. Great experience for him to be able to play along that side. A guy like Will Hatcher, who has been there and done it before, played last year with Dinamo Sassari. Hatcher has made at least 1 3 in 12 of his 13 appearances in the Basketball Champions League. As we look at Venezia, it is Heinz, Stone, Tonut, Day and Vidmar, the 5 out there on the floor for them. And no massive surprises really for Venezia. He said it is a team which has been settled over the last few years. A number of returners for that successful campaign last year after the disappointment of not making it through into the playoff stages of the Basketball Champions League. They moved into the FIBA Euro Cup, where they enjoyed success and went on to record victory. There is the head coach, Ilias Papatheodorou of PAOK. And now, the man in charge of Venezia, it is Nde Рафаέλе, a familiar man on the sidelines here in Venice. Stefano Tonot heads out onto the floor. First man out there for PAOK. They'll be in the black uniforms with the white trim. Venezia in white. There's Jamal Jones. What an opportunity for him. Played in the second division in Italy last year. So he will know Italy well, but not this team. He came over from Verona. And now he is playing in the Basketball Champions League. So we are nearly set to get underway here then. It will be Group B to get underway. Yannick Moreira jumping it up, but it is won by Venezia in the white uniforms. First possession for them, man-to-man defense for PAOK. And instantly that little handoff into the ball screen. Marquise Heinz makes the first score of the season for Venezia on their opening possession. And a strong start for them as he will now pick up Antonis Konyaris. the young point guard from the Greek team. And now Reyer gives it back to Cognaris. Reyer rolling to the ring. Cognaris looking to kick it out, but it's the sideline, the barriers. And we'll go back to Venezia. Subdued crowd at this moment in time, just trying to find their voice here. Julian Stone at the point guard position. Brings it down, uses that quick screen. Here is Day. Austin Day, a versatile forward. Gives it back to Heinz, and now he spaces the floor. This is what Day can do. Puts it down, one dribble, pulls up. Jump shot in and out, and a fight won by Gasper Vidmar, who's going to collect a rebound. We said that is his speciality. Now he's going to roll on the ball screen. Toner finds some space. In and out from him. Vidmar again causing problems on the glass as Hatcher grabs the rebound and heads in the opposite direction. Reyer in the post. Angolan national team player Yannick Reyer fouled on his way to the basket by Austin Day. So Reyer, a man who said Angolan, grew up, then went to the United States, ended up at SMU University before being drafted. Played a short time in the NBA, has come to Europe, and he established himself as a mainstay now on the Angolan national team, which for recent years, really has been a leader in African basketball, alongside Nigeria probably. Of course, you can't discount Tunisia, who again have already qualified through the FIBA international windows. Cognaris uses the screen, skips it out. Open three is knocked down by Linos Chrysikopoulos. Knocks down his first triple of the game. A versatile player. Going to be a great match-up with him. And Day, if those two go against each other as the score. There's two Venezia on the inside. Toner with the score. Chrysikopoulos can't hit the shot. Day grabs in the rebound. Day feeds it high for Vidmar. Tips it to keep it alive. Tries to throw it off the legs of Cognaris, but it doesn't work. So it is Chrysikopoulos back to Reyer. Reyer looking for Cognaris in the backdoor cut. And the second cut results in a turnover. Heinz will push it. Day, open shot for three. That's what he can do, Austin Day. Well, this is a man who has great experience. Day was a number 15 draft pick back in 2009. 8 years in the NBA. Highly skilled man. As Vidmar gets caught on the mismatch over on that far side. Fouls Jones. Gasper Vidmar knows exactly what he can do. Will sacrifice always for the teams, whether it's fouls, shots, opportunity. Great team player. Good pick up for Venezia. As Cognaris steps inside quickly but puts a foot on the sideline. Cognaris disappointing. 2 early turnovers for him. Youth still showing perhaps 22 years of age now, I believe, or just turning 22. Vidmar reverses it around. Now, here is Stone. Isolated. Goes straight at his man, but great defense from Chrysikopoulos. And there he is at the other end. Chrysikopoulos has it taken away, but a man known as Spider-Man shows why. And his webs everywhere. Sideline possession for PAOK. You can hear the fans behind that basket chanting away as Hatcher gets caught in the air and call for the travel. Reyer getting back. Strong start for Venezia. 7-3 lead. First couple of minutes here. Stone gives it up. Tonot waiting, trying to reverse it through Vidmar. He's going to have to come screen. He gets Day open. Now Austin Day. Trying to find some sort of room. We'll just step back, jump up. Doesn't go. Chryssikopoulos, the first man to it. Grabs in the rebound, and PAOK, as always, controlling that tempo. Reyer screens and then slides along the baseline. Jones trying to find a little bit of room. Here he is with the ball. Jamal Jones for three. Is good. Well, he was a big scorer in the second division in Italy. 14 a game there. And that is why he has been signed for PAOK. Tonot for three. And knocks it down. Second shot of the game for him. Tonut, 5 points, I believe. Just check it was given as a three. It was. He has 5, Day 3, Heinz 2 to make up the 10 for Venezia. And they're going to slip into a 2-3 zone. The mismatches here, though, as they go back at man-to-man. Chryssikopoulos turns and fires over the smaller man. And a strong start for Chryssikopoulos. Heinz for three. Way short. Chryssikopoulos grabs in the defensive rebound. He's done everything so far. Far side to Jones. Now Reyer on the block. Against Vidmar. He's going to run the handoff with Hatcher. Can't get it to go. There's a weak foul go against Jones. Just challenging on the glass. Yeah, just touching the back. Applause from the sideline, PAOK. Who knows, they're trailing. Game in their favour, really. This is the way they'll like to keep it. As Day has it on the far side. Tipped away. He looks around. Ball will stay with his team. No foul called, though. As a groan comes from the crowd. Heinz loses the ball on the way through. Cognares off the screen, stops, fires the three, doesn't get it to go. Stone with a big rebound. Now he'll try and start the break. Gives it up to Tonut. He goes back to Stone. Here comes Vidmar on the screen, rolling down the middle. Here he is, Gasper Vidmar, as always, finding himself available for that little dump off. Good pass from Stone. Vidmar will come screen for Heinz here. Heinz goes back to Vidmar, but he can't take him the pass. Just a little behind him. Jones will push in the opposite direction. Gets it back. Feeds Reyer. Reyer with a kick out. Nice fake from Hatcher. He'll glide in. And even when he misses, Yannick Reyer there to tip it home. 2-point game. Oh, sorry, tied game now with that. Reyer. First point for him. Substitutions coming in from the side for Venezia. Tonut comes off the screen. Too much room for him. Can't hit on this occasion. Chryssikopoulos grabs in the rebound. Goes straight into the low post. Wants it. Backs down against Tonut, and then Reyer misses the dunk. Still alive. Bounced around. Hatcher comes up with it, and then the foul is going to be good against Tonut. So it was a good feed to the inside. Chryssikopoulos backing his man down, finds Reyer, but Vidmar did just enough to come across and put him off. There's the fake from Hatcher. Glides in, Reyer tips it home. But then next possession, Reyer missed the dunk. Substitutions. Tonut goes out for Venezia. Marco Dzuri comes in. As does Mitchell Watt. Here is Watt, the lefty. An immediate opportunity for him, but it comes up short. Same five out there for PAOK as Hatcher. He's been quiet so far, 0 for 3. Waits for the screen, feeds Reyer, great kick out. Cognares for 3, string from him. Well executed play from PAOK, just great spacing from them. As always, forces the defense to help such a long way. And Cognares all the time in the world to just stand there and shoot, as just Stone. And he can't finish. Heinz grabs the rebound. 3 from Day. Second shot from Day. 6 points from him. Winston Day, 2 threes in this early stages here, and we've got a tied game, 13 apiece. Cognares will wait for the screen. Re-screen from Reyer. Great find from him. Sikopoulos steps out. Twice that PAOK have done that. Cognares wanders to the side. And Athanaou comes in. Great experience at that spot for PAOK. Great. You know, 2 guys that play for the national team in that pool of players that they've used on the same club team. Heinz goes out. There's a near turnover on the inbound. Eventually, Dzuri does collect it, brings it over. And now Day hands it over to Nde Nicólao. Day is isolated on the block, and he will draw the foul against Chris Sikopoulos. There's Margaritas coming in for first action, getting to the end of his career now. Angelis Margaritas, but still such an efficient player. He really is a skilled man. I love the passing ability he's able to show from, you know, the center position a lot of the time as Bruno Czerela comes in. Foul. And Czerela, immediate impact, goes to the line. Little thumbs up from him. So Garrett picks up his first foul. Darius Garrett, who subbed in for PAOK alongside Nondas Papantoniou. And you see on the left-hand side of your picture there, the number 22. Mitchell Watt then at the line. Gets it to go. Margaritas slides into the post, doesn't get it. High ball screen, Athanaou. Oh, great pass. Garrett on the roll. Beautiful timing from Athanaou, though. A little bounce pass right between 2 defenders. Garrett didn't have to break stride at all. And gets his first points on the board for PAOK. Day showing that skill set offensively. Good work on the glass from Mitchell Watt. And he gets the finish. Oh, he's caused a nuisance of himself in the early stages here. Mitchell Watt coming in off the bench. 4 points from him. Athanaou collects it high. Uses the screen from Garrett, one way then the other. Athanaou fouled. Right. Dzuri. That's the foul. His Day's going to go out. That's the feed on the possession before. Great pass from Athanaou. Valiero Mazzola comes in to replace Day. Athanasiou find Garrett once again, turns it over. Chance to run for Venezia. Into the hands of Nicolaou, and he will back it out. Finds Watt. 7 on the clock here. Last 10 seconds of this first quarter. Czerela throws it high, but too high for Watt. Miscommunication between the two. Not on the same page. Czerela thought his man was going to break to the ring. Didn't happen. 4.7 seconds left in the first quarter. Turnover, picked up, heave from the halfway line, comes up short. So we are at the end of the first period, 17 plays 15 in favour of Umana Reyer Venezia over PAOK on the road here. A tight first quarter then. Not much to separate these two teams. You can see the woes for Venezia, just 3 of 11 for 2-point range. And for PAOK, much more efficient offensively. But hasn't really resulted on the scoreboard. Tied. In the rebounding battle, Venezia taking 16 shots in comparison to just 12 for PAOK. It's because of the 6 turnovers in that first quarter for the Greek team. 2 of them from Konyaris, and then 1 apiece for Athanasiou, Isakopoulos, Garrett, Hatcher, and Morera. So you're going to have to look after the ball, PAOK. Rare for them to make those kind of mistakes. It's allowed Venezia to have this slender lead. For the Italian team, Austin Day leads the way, 6 points. Tonut has 5 as well. Mitchell Watt off the bench, 4 points in just 3 minutes for him. Helps them score, but a low-scoring affair. Every possession counts for the Greek team. Jamal Jones has 3. Sikopoulos has 5. Konyaris 3 as well. They have gone 3 of 5 from beyond the 3-point line. Fans in Venice look on as we are ready to get underway in the second quarter. Quick turnaround here. As, Coach Papatheodorou looks on. And it is possession for PAOK. They're 5 out on the floor. Athanasiou, Garrett, Margaritis. Zaras seeing his first action. And Papatoniou for Venezia. Here's Czerela, Nde Nicólao, Guri, Mazzola, and Watt. Complete bench 5 for Venezia, showing their depth. Comes in from the side after the foul then. PAOK have it. Athanasiou. And use that screen from Margaritis. Margaritis, such a playmaker on that short roll. Catches it around the foul line. The pass up high! Flushed home by Garrett out of nowhere. Beautiful pass from Athanasiou over the top. And his combination with Darius Garrett working already here. Second time we've seen those two combine. Watt now on the low post against Garrett. Spins towards the baseline, goes back to his left hand. That's what he likes, and Mitchell Watt gets the score. Garrett's got to know Watt's going to try and come back to that left hand. There's Athanasiou. Can't finish the 3. Is a very good 3-point shooter. And a foul in transition. Antonio commits it. Just sacrifices that one as Czerela goes out. Back comes Julian Stone. You can see just a reach in. Nde Nicólαo beats his man, goes all the way. Pass just a little bit short. And Mazzola couldn't finish it, but the offensive rebound will stay with Venezia. Nde Nicólαo frustrated because he had the open man on the block. I think it was Stone down there. Yep, and he just kicked away on the right boot of Antonio. Clock to 14 then. Foul is called. Nathaniel commits it. And you had the mismatch against Watt. And there's the lob. Great pass. No one gets in front of Garrett. And you can see he can get up with the best of them. Offensive foul. Illegal screen. So that want to go against Watt, I think. Yeah, his second foul. Papantonio brings it down. He'll use that screen. Margaritas just slips to the weekend side of the floor. Here he is. Zaras for three. Clean look from him. And Theodoris Zaras knocks down the three, gives PAOK the lead. So both teams have had their lead. Biggest lead for either team is just 4 points. There's Mitchell Watt again going to that left hand, again getting the score. 8 points personal for him. Gives Venezia the lead back once again. Garrett will come screen. Can't take the pass though, chance to run for Venezia. Stone kicks ahead. Nde Nicólαo for three is good. Great transition basketball from Venezia. Nde Nicólαo trailing the play, knocks it down. First points for Nde Nicólαo. Now he's playing defense. As Margaritas has it in the low post, runs a dribble handoff. It's denied, so he finds Garrett. There's Garrett on the foul line to Margaritas for three. Short on that attempt. Loves those corner threes though. Nde Nicólαo on the far side, waiting for Watt. Here he is. Watt fouled. Can't get the finish. Great timing on the play. Players like that one. Round of applause from them to each other. But the defense thought they were back. Wasn't there in time. Mitchell Watt, an impact player, and a timeout is going to be called here by PAOK. It is 24, plays 20. And Umana Reyer Venezia are bringing back their superstars as Heynes and Day will check back in after the timeout here. You get a chance to see Mitchell Watt, the key player so far. 8 points from Watt, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 rebounds. And what a combination he is going to make through this season with Gasper Vidmar. PAOK called the timeout, frustrated at their effort, both offensively and defensively. Let's see if anything changes coming out. With Mitchell Watt at the line, chance to get into double digits already here. And a strong first half performance from him. It is Margaritas. 35 years of age now. He'll move from being the centre to the forward alongside Yannick Moreira. He's checked back into the game as Watt goes to the line. It will be Moreira to try and slow down Watt. First is good for him. And the second is also good. 10 points for Mitchell Watt. Only 6-point lead for Venezia. Hatch up, back out there for PAOK. He'll play alongside Athanaou in the backcourt. And cuts through. And now from that low post, Hatch up to Zaras. Hatcher again. Now Moreira. Moreira trying to find some room, turns, fires, and draws the foul as well. Good play from Yannick Moreira. Judy and Stone unhappy about something. Not sure what it was. Moreira, 4 points, and at the line for a chance to add another. Can't, but great work from Margaritas on the glass. Keeps it alive for his team. Extra possession here for PAOK, especially when they need it. And Margaritas puts it on the floor, finds Moreira. This time he finishes with authority, and then he's going to get the foul as well. Margaritas doing what he does there. You know, Moreira gets the highlight at the end of it, but Margaritas gets the offensive rebound, spaces the floor. Look at this, puts it down, draws the second defender, finds Moreira wide open, and we know the big Angolan is able to finish in and around the ring. 6 points for him. Substitutions come in for Venezia. Watt goes out. Good spell from Watt. And Paul Bilaga comes in for the first time. The number 19. Second attempt from the line. Oh, Moreira. Someone obviously stepped in too early. Moreira will get it again. Too strong from him this time. Look at the body language. He's frustrated. Missed both opportunities there. Venezia still have the lead then. Stone reverses it. Nde Nicólao trying to find some room. Comes off that screen. Well, he'll pull up. Oh, pretty looking jump shot. Nde Nicólao didn't even touch the sides. His second make. Now he's got to guard Hatcher. He's been kept very quiet indeed, Will Hatcher. Still looking for his first score. This may be it. On the long two, no. Way short. Stone picks up the rebound. Starts the break. Throws it up for Heinz. He'll kick it out. Nde Nicólao again. And Nicólao showing what a pure shooter he is. I don't think he's touched the sides yet. Second three from him. 8 points personal. Look at that. 3 of 3. Athanaou comes off the screen. Switching defense from Venezia. But Margaritas slides in against the mismatch. Finds Moreira. Once again, Margaritas, the smart play from the weak-hand side of the floor. Cuts against the smaller man. And Moreira owes him a dinner tonight. 8 points for Moreira. Heinz pulls up. He knocks it down. Oh, the offense finding their rhythm for both teams here. Looking at the defense from Venezia. Not sure if it was a zone or a man. Heinz just kind of taking up space on the far side of the floor. Either way, it doesn't matter. Second foul. On the ring. And we're going to have a timeout here. Good spell offensively for Venezia as they've opened up this little lead here. 33 plays 26 as we go into the timeout. And PAOK fans always bringing their voice with them. cheer their team on. 4:45 remains. Look at these statistics there. 5 of 7 for 3 for Umana Venezia. It's helped by the fact that Nde and Nde Nicolaou have gone 4 of 4 between those two. Throw in the 1 of 1 from Stefano Tonot as well, and it helps. He shot the ball extremely well so far in this one. Made 5 threes, only 7 twos. PAOK, to their own credit, have shot the ball well. 4 of 8 from them, from beyond the three-point line as well. And in most other games, you'll be talking about the great shooting in PAOK. Right now, they've been outdone by the Italian team as Reyer goes to the line. 8 points from him, 4 of 5. Strong start to the game, but he did miss his last 2 free throws, make it his last 3. It's going to be a struggle as a big man if you can't make your free throws. So Reyer practicing that form. Dance as the players try and find their spot to line up. Now we're going to get the second shot from Reyer. Missed the last 3. Can he get this one to go? Flat again. But the rebound just bounces kindly for Kusakopoulos. Zathanau will pull up. Doesn't get it to go. Nde with the rebound. He'll start the break. Kicks ahead. Heinz in transition. Another 3 for Venezia. Well, they're smoking hot from beyond the three-point line. Venezia knocking down another one. 6 threes they've made now in the game. Now 6 of 8. They've opened up a double-digit lead. Hatcher, a three-point shooter himself, finally gets one to go. Well, I said before the game last season, he made 3s in 12 of his 13 games. 0 of 4 he was from the field. Will Hatcher before that one. There's now Heinz. In and out from him. Got a good clean look. Athanau grabs the rebound. Heads quickly down the other way. Comes off a couple of screens. Throws to Reyer. He can't take it in cleanly though, and he's going to travel. And the pass was a good one. Reyer just couldn't quite settle the feet in time. He'll go and take a practice from the free throw line. You see the 3 from Hatcher. Both teams shooting it so well. Both teams above 50%. Now on that make from Hatcher. There's a fight under the basket. Goes against PAOK. A foul against Linos Kusakopoulos. Heinz, open man in the corner. Nde made his first 2, make it his first 3. Austin Nde, 9 points, all from beyond the three-point line, and another 3 for Venezia. Foul, offensive possession, back to Venezia once again. What a first half this has been for them. Sikopoulos picks up an offensive foul with the illegal screen. Let's have a look. Yeah, clear call. Tonut made a little out of it. I think that's the right call. Third foul against Christopoulos. Nde Nikolau. Now Antonus. Offensive foul this time against Day. Teams exchange offensive fouls then through illegal screens right in front of the official, that one. Yaris. There's a zone from Venezia, going into man-to-man. As Hatcher takes the contact. Late whistle. Fails to get the score, but we'll go to the line for two. First foul against Paul Belia. There he is. Hatcher just had the head start on Tonu to closed out too close. Mazzola replaces Austin Day. You see he's gone out. As Hatcher started off 0-4 and hits the three, gets himself to the line. A rough night from the line so far for PAOK. Well, both teams are shooting from three. PAOK 5 of 10, but 0 of 4 from the line. Make it 1 of 5. Maybe they should try it from beyond the three-point line instead of the free throw line. Heinz, Curl's got a lot of room. Far too easy for Heinz. Not sure what happened to the defense there. They kind of lost their help position. Heinz wide open. There's Hatcher. Finds Pope. Couldn't finish, and the ball will stay with PAOK. Must have been have some subs. Sorry. Vidmar comes back in. It's Venezia possession. Mistake. Nde Рафаέλе looks on. A smile between him and the official. As Heinz brings it down against Cognaris. Tonu off the down screen. Nde Nikolau now on that far side. Draws a lot of attention. Vidmar. Oh, good cut and find. Tonu wide open. That's great team basketball from Venezia. Great execution of the half-court set. A good look. Couldn't knock it down as Cognaris knocks down a three of his own. Well, both teams automatic from beyond the three-point line here. Cognaris knocks down his second. You get a stoppage. Oh, we get the floor wiped. Two players hit the floor in the last possession. And Nikolau goes out. Good, he comes back in. There's Nikolau and Day. 5 threes between those two, sitting on the bench for Venezia. Substitutions. Jamal Jones comes in. Nadas goes out. Heinz off the screen, too much room. He gets the shot away. Vidmar, the offensive rebound. How does he always find that space around the basket? Gasper Vidmar, the man who has more rebounds in the Basketball Champions League than anybody else, collects another one. You can see him wrap up Moreira under the ring. But for all of the positives you get from Gasper Vidmar, this is the one area which is a negative. At the line. This is the first. The crowd applaud, trying to give him some confidence from the line. As Pope looks on. Vidmar misses the second. And now Cognaris. Gives it to Pope, into the hands of Hatcher. Hatcher to Moreira. Moreira misses the easy one. Vidmar grabs in the rebound and going to have a chance to run here. But no hurry from Goody. He'll slow it as we're inside the final minute of this first half. Goody stops, waits. Foul is going to go against Hatcher. Trying to chase Heinz off that down screen. I think the forearm or the arm just come across the chest before Hatcher was put to the floor. And now Hatcher's trying to claim that the foul's gone against the wrong person. He didn't foul Heinz, he fouled the man who set the screen, which would be Gasper Vidmar. Hatcher still campaigning his cause. The officials have talked it over, decided it is Heinz. I think that's the right call. It's the right arm across the chest of Heinz. He makes the first. He's had a strong start to this one, Heinz. He's a man who's been at Venezia for a number of years now. 10 points would that make? He's played the top league in France, Germany, Italy, Israel, Greece. What more could you want from the naturalised Georgian? Played the 2011 Eurobasket with the Georgian national team. There's Hatcher, can't get it. Good offensive rebound. Reyer trying to find some room. He's fouled and will go to the line. So can he get the free throw stroke going now? Reyer. 0 of 4 he is. First four looked very flat indeed. Hatcher's going to go out. I want him to pick up another foul. He's already got 2, so for defensive purposes, Papantonu comes in. There it is, Stefan Tonut. Moreira then at the line. This time it's a bit better coming out of the hands, bit more arc, makes that one. Apart from the free throws, this is a great game. Moreira 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 of 6 from the field. Second one much better. And there'll be a timeout here. 34 seconds remaining. Umana Venezia call it. They've got a chance to go 2 for 1 here if they can. 10 seconds, get a quick shot. Means they will get a second opportunity to get a score before the half-time interval. See what they have drawn up, what ideas they have. It's been a strong first half from both teams, but I've been impressed with Venezia. They played the tempo the way they want it. Always difficult against a PAOK team which loves to control the game flow. 7 from 11 from 3 will help any performance, that's for sure. The woes for PAOK, 3 of 8 as a team. Reyer though went 2 of 2 last possession. And it's back out onto the floor. Goody there. Margaritas as well, subs in for PAOK. Bit of pressure from them, 1-2-2 press. Venezia not expecting it, but they break it. Heinz just manages to cross the half. Now they've only got 12 seconds, so no chance for the 2 for 1. Come off the screen. 3 is up. A rare miss though, as Goody can't get it. Offensive rebound from Tonut. They'll pull it out. This will be the last chance of the first half. Chance to ice this first 20 minutes then. Heinz beats his man off the dribble, gets into the lane, flips it up. Doesn't go, Vidmar tips it, but it bounces clear. Vidmar frustrated. He got a great tip, but he couldn't get it to drop. And that will be the end of the first half here. A strong first 20 minutes for the hometown team, though. Umana Reyer Venezia 43, PAOK 35. Well, the teams will go to the bench, to the locker room, excuse me. And the thing to keep an eye on, 3-point percentage of both teams. Incredible shooting. 7 of 12 for Venezia, 6 of 11 for PAOK. Venezia have the advantage on the glass as well. Those two areas meaning that they have the lead in the turnovers, which have evened up after PAOK had a rough first quarter looking after the ball. It's been a highly entertaining game here. Good-sized crowd in Venice as always. And they'll be hoping for more of the same in that second half. Both teams, I'm sure, will talk defense in the interval, see how they can adjust and make life tough for the opposition. And the leaders, Moreira, 10 points and 5 rebounds for PAOK. For Venezia, it's been a host of players, really. Led by Heinz, who has 11. But, you know, a couple of guys have stepped up. Day has 9. And Nde Nikolau has 8. And then there you see Mitchell Watt as well, 10 points in just 6.5 minutes. So I'm going to take a break here. It'll be about 10 minutes. Make sure you go nowhere and join us for the second half action coming up after this. It is Umana Reyer Venezia leading by 8 at the half in their first game in the Bastard Champions League season, as they look to get their regular season underway with a victory at home.
Agenzia immobiliare Cadete e a Venezia e in campo Santa Margherita. Scegli la professionalità, scegli Cadete. Ristorante alimentare, cucina tipica veneziana nel cuore della laguna. Ristorante alimentare è a Umana in fondamenta Manin 29. Leonardo Immobiliare Venezia, da più di 20 anni sul mercato a Venezia, vino e terraferma. www.leonardoimmobiliarevenezia.it. Moro Francesco Trasporto, da oltre 10 anni specializzati nei trasporti lagunari di ogni tipo, anche con refrigerazione. Per informazioni 348 04 55 217. Super Basket, la rivista del basket italiano è ora online. www.superbasket.it. JTP, informatica e web per il business. JTP opera in 4 settori: assistenza sistemistica, centralini per cibo in più, noleggio stampanti multifunzione, web marketing. Per informazioni visita il sito www.jtpnet.com oppure contattaci allo 041 862 6205.
Welcome back to Venice then. Half time here. It is the opening game in Group B for Umana, Reyer, Venezia and PAOK. And the Greek team trail at the half on the road by 8, 35-43. A strong shooting performance from both teams. Venezia on top at the moment thanks to a big 26-20 second quarter really. So both teams have shot it particularly well. Venezia 7 of 12 from beyond the three-point line. PAOK 6 of 11. And the Italian team have taken their opportunity a little bit more on the inside and also from the free throw line. PAOK have had their struggles, just 3 of 8 they are as a team. And a game which has gone back and forth between the two teams pretty well. Sees Venezia in the ascendancy at the moment. For them, some hot shooting from Austin Day, 3 of 3, and Andrea Nde Nicolaou, who's 2 of 2 as well, has really helped with them. And then 10 points from Mitchell Watt, who came off the bench and played 6.5 minutes in that first half. And a big lefty, 3 of 4 from the field, 10 points. For PAOK, Cognares is 2 of 3 from beyond the three-point line. A host of other players have chipped in as well, as they're 6 of 11. And the only person really has put up a big scoring game so far, Yannick Merera. He has 10 points, 4 of 6 shooting, 5 rebounds, but highlights the woes really with PAOK in that first half. He was just 2 of 6 from the free throw line, missed his first 4 opportunities. So it'll be interesting to see what way back there is for PAOK. And they played pretty well offensively in that first half. Apart from the turnovers they had, 9. They couldn't really slow down the Umana, Reyer, Venezia offense, which looked very impressive indeed. Both these two teams come into this one off the back of some good performances domestically. Venezia started their season off on Sunday with a victory over Torino. Julian Stone stepped up, 15 points and 9 rebounds to lead Venezia. And Heyns had 17, Day had 15 as well, and then Mitchell Watt 11. So similar to tonight for PAOK. They got a easy victory, 81-64 over Cretan Kings to start off their domestic campaign as well. Well, only one of those two teams will start off with a victory in the Basketball Champions League. It is Venezia with the lead and possession to start us off in the second half then. They go to Heyns. And he hits Day. Man-to-man defense from PAOK. Austin Day goes all the way to the ring. Draws the contact against Margaritas. And we'll take 2 free throws. And you see Day putting on the floor. We've seen the whole skill set really of Austin Day. 3 for 3 from beyond the three-point line in that first half. Now he's putting on the floor as the defense takes away that three-point shot. I mentioned he did, does have a fine pedigree as a younger player. Played at Gonzaga University, 8 years in the NBA after being the 15th pick. Leading scorer in the Italian First Division in 2016 as well. He won that FIBA Euro Cup last year with Venezia. Seems to have found a home here these last couple of years. Makes a second. So 2 of 2 for Day. 11 points personal now for him. And the lead stretches back to double figures. Got to 11 at one point for Venezia. So often it's been at this 10-point mark. Cognares with the ball. He's out there on the floor. Athanasiou Jones, Cognares, Margaritas and Zaras. So big changes to the second half. Starting 5. Margaritas kicks it out. Great feed. Athanasiou wide open. He doesn't miss many when he has a look like that. And it's Athanasiou. First points of the game for him. And Venezia, Day, Heyns, Stone, Tonut and Vidmar. Same 5 that started the game for them. Tonut trying to find some room. Kicks it to Stone. Stone back to Day. And now Day again off the drive. Fouled once more. And this is a team in PAOK that led the Basketball Champions League on fouls per game in the group stages last year. 24 fouls per game. And you can see once again, they're very tactical with their use of fouls. They know when to use them to try and make it difficult for the opposition. Heinz fires the three, doesn't get it to go. Cañares now comes the other way. He's made a couple of threes. Kicks it to Margaritas. Now you defense switching from Venezia. Switches effectively. Margaritas in the low post, playing against Stone. Stone tips it away, great hands. Here comes Donut. Loses it, but he'll stay with Venezia. Great defense, look at that. Julian Stone, who is the point guard for Venezia, showing his versatility. He is the man that switches onto the bigger offensive player to take away that low post threat. Oh, a weapon to have from your point guard. As Tonu takes the three, doesn't get it to go. Margaritas grabs in the rebound. Here comes Cañares. Gets his man on his back, but pulls it out. Finds Athanaou. Athanaou will use the screen. Garrett tries to feed a tough pass to Jones, who wasn't looking for it. Tonut now to Heinz. Heinz beats his man along the baseline. His pass is deflected. Stone manages to save it, but it only goes to PAOK. And now Jones is going to be called for the offensive foul, I think. Yep. The off arm, just trying to hold off the defender, does too much. And an offensive foul goes against Jamal Jones. Just moves Austin Day out the way. Day gives it to Stone. He is playing the point. Skips it back. A lot of interchangeable pieces, guys like Day and Stone, who can play inside and out. Vidmar goes along the baseline, has it rejected by Margaritas. Athanaou the other way. Uses that screen from Garrett. Margaritas reverses it quickly to Cañares. Cañares forced to drive along the baseline. It is Margaritas putting it on the floor. Great defense once more from Venezia. They switch to take away any open shot. Cañares takes the long two. Comes up short, and then Venezia give the ball back. Tonu took in the ball. And it stumbled. Gave it back to the opposition. Tie his laces. In no hurry to get back to this game. As Coach Walter Nde Рафаέλе and his staff took it over. Tonu thought he was tripped there. And perhaps could have just left the ball and it would have gone to Austin Day anyway. Here's Margaritas playing some great defense. So there's possession for PAOK. Athanaou just manages to take it before it's tipped away by Heinz. Draws the switch against Vidmar. Now Athanaou over the top of Vidmar. Comes up way short though. And again, the switching defense of Venezia working well. Day stops, fires the three. First miss from him from beyond the three-point line. The pass given straight back, looking for Margaritas. Day collects it, and Heinz now in no hurry. Tipped away. Tonu finds Heinz for three off to the right. Both teams then have struggled offensively last couple of possessions. Tipped away by Day. Athanaou wanted the foul, doesn't get it. 7 on the clock for Cognaris. He collects it, tries to get downhill against Tonut. He fouls him with just 3 on the clock. Second foul against him. Didn't like the call. He's going to go out. Kislink comes in for his first action. And also Mitchell Watt comes back in. Watt, such an impact in that first half. He's now Athanaou using the screen. Margaritas can't get the runner. It's put home by Garrett. Darius Garrett. He's only got 6 points, but he's provided some highlights for those 6. He's got the lob, now a putback as well. Kick out, extra pass to the corner, Stone. Back into the hands of Kislink. His 3 doesn't go. Athanaou. Bit of open floor. We've got this lead back to 5 now. Been at double digits for so long as Jones will take the open 3. Can't get it though. Would have been a big shot. Heinz now dancing with the ball. Here's the rolling Watt, who once again is able to get to that left hand. And that's just 2 points in this third quarter. Good foul from Jones. You see Margaritas, the runner, didn't get it to go, but it's tipped home by Garrett. Malik Pope coming back in. Replaces Margaritas. And what will be at the line? 2 points in just over 5 minutes for Venezia. I never would have thought that the way they started the game. They played so well in that first 20 minutes. There's more substitutions. Jones goes out after picking up the foul. That was his 3rd of the game. He's replaced for Chivas in his first action. The line then, Watt. Continues on his strong play. Only 2 of 2. 12 points on the game for him. It is Cognaris. Backing it out, using the high screen. Finds the open man, Athanaou for 3. Great play designed to get Athanaou that shot. Day gets it to the weak side. Tipped away quickly by Pope. Getting around. And then we're going to have a substitution here. So Nicolao's going to come back in here. You see Cognaris. Instruction from the side from Nde Nicolaou. Just 4 points still for Venezia. Time ticking away. After that offense just looks so good in the first half. Defense stepped up for PAOK. Nde Nicolaou along the baseline finds Heinz wide open from him. But he doesn't go. Excuse me, it was Kislink with the penetration, not Nde Nicolaou. Kick out from him. Cognaris now finds the cutting Garrett. No one wanted the rebound. Garrett might get his hands on it. He's kicked around all over the place, and eventually Garrett falls out of bounds, trying to pick it up. No, that's pretty much summed up this third quarter here. Just 12 points combined between the two teams so far. Watch this. No one wants it. He gets tipped once. Garrett has a hand on it, comes off the leg, players turning their back. And then eventually Garrett falls over, trying to get it, and gives it back. All of this was after a pretty decent play last possession. Athanaeliou knocking down the three. Heyns trying to find what? Can't. Heyns goes out, lots of substitutions. Джури comes in. See if they can affect this offense for Venezia in a positive fashion. Pope will bring it down. Athanaeliou's denied. Pope spins away from his man, throws it up. Good hands from Watt. And he's down the floor early. Someone's going to have to pick him up. Defense recovers. Venezia didn't seem to be in a hurry. Day finds Watt on the inside. Good play. And a foul is sacrificed by PAOK as always. Shivas this time. Doesn't make anything easy. So Watt will be at the line as Day's gone to the bench. Mazzola comes back in to replace him. What a game from Mitchell Watt. 12 points. Still only played 9 minutes. Watt continuing his strong start into the University of Buffalo, 28 years of age now. Balkan League champion 2013. And the German Cup as well with Alba. He's down the floor early again. Can they find him? Slow approach now. High ball screen. No wait, and a foul is good against Shizas. Pushing his man away from the ball. He knew the play was coming. Will Hatcher comes back in then. Little round of applause, trying to get his team fired up. There's Nde Nicolaou. This is the first. Well, there must be something wrong with that ring from the free throw line because, you know, PAOK had their struggles there. And now Venezia have shot it so well from the free throw line. Now struggling themselves a little. Luckily for them, Mitchell Watt knows where that ring is. 8 of 8. 7-point lead now. A foul is committed. Athanaeliou and Джури having a little battle on the halfway line. Athanaeliou actually gets it into Garrett. I haven't seen Yannick Moreira in this second half yet. Spent a lot of time on the bench. Athanaeliou tries to find some room, loses it, and he goes back to Venezia. Round of applause from the sideline. They like the defense on that possession. The Venezia bench. Defense from them. Zaras comes back into the game. Athanaeliou gets the thoughts of his coach on the sideline there as Coach Papatheodorou unloads on his guard. Expects more of him. There's Buri to the open man on the far side. Doesn't go though for Gislink. And possession back into the hands of Hatcher. Hatcher comes off a couple of screens. Finds Zaras. Zaras has no room though. Wants the screen to come from Garrett. All right, sets it. Defense just switches though. Somehow Hatcher finds the room along the baseline. Not sure what happened defensively there. After a couple of such good defensive possessions from Venezia, they just switched off and allowed Will Hatcher far too much room. It is Nde Nikolau looking to Watt on the inside with a mismatch. They go high-low. Great play. Watt again. You know he's spinning back to that left hand. And when he does, it's almost automatic from Mitchell Watt. Gives it the lead back to Venezia to be 7. 16 points now from him. Look at the numbers, 4 of 5. The other 8 coming from the free throw line. Throw up high. Watt trying to recover. Good foul from Kisling. Sacrifices the personal. And Czerela comes in. Replaces Kisling. You see Watt couldn't quite get back in time. But nothing easy in the Basketball Champions League. Kisling sacrifices the foul. There's Watt. Quick turn and finish. And it's good high-low execution. Credit to the pass of Mazzola as well. He was the man that found Watt. Garrett at the line. 6 points for him. I think it's 7 now. Corner. Oh, beautiful little pass. Watt throws it down. Great guard play from Nde Nikolau. Penetrated the baseline. The no-look pass. Great play from him. And Watt knows exactly what to do with it with that much room. Shot doesn't go from Zadas. Hand off. Nde Nikolau again on the penetration. Kicks it out. Zola doesn't take the 3. Now Watt hands it over. Quick ball reversal. Watt's got the seal against the mismatch on the inside. Stavros Shivas was switched onto the big man. Did all he could to fight with him. But the ball moved so swiftly from one side to the other from Venezia. They found Mitchell Watt. And with that mismatch, Julian Stone ready to come back in. Watt at the line then. He's perfect so far. 9 of 9 now. And a chance to make this a double-digit lead once again. It's good. Watt will go out to a huge round of applause. Rightly so. What a game he has had so far. 20 points. Look at that, 10 of 10 from the line. Ulaga comes in for this final 10 seconds. Hatcher fouled by Julian Stone. He sacrifices 1. That's the last they can give. So 7.1 seconds for PAOK to get this final shot of the third quarter. Switching defense. Hatcher trying to find some room, does, but left-handed shot doesn't fall. And so at the end of the third, it was a rough start for Venezia offensively in that third quarter, but they regrouped behind some strong play from Mitchell Watt. And the defense was always strong for them. So they win that quarter by 2, 13-11, to have this 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter. It is to Umana Venezia, 46 to PAOK, as we have 10 minutes left here. Now, the three-point percentage for Venezia has gone down swiftly. For PAOK, it's still very high indeed. But Mitchell Watt, just a difference maker in that third quarter. See some of the highlights. PAOK from beyond that three-point line. They really have got some fine spot-up shooters. Now just 2 of 6, but he's made 2. Conyades has made 2. And Hatcher, Zadas, Sikopoulos, Jones have all made them as well as part of their 8. And the question is for PAOK, they're just such a low-scoring team. They keep this tempo so slow. Use those fouls when they need to. Trouble is, when they do get behind, it's difficult for them to get back into the game. And they scored just 56 points here. Oh, sorry, 46 points here. And so the 10-point lead is a lot. The way this game's being played so far. How will they find a way to get back? First of all, it's got to have to come on the defensive end. They can't allow the easy opportunities. Look at that beautiful play from Nde Nicolaou. Finds Mitchell Watt. So we are ready to get underway. Fourth quarter, 10-point lead for Venezia here at home. And for now, you will bring it in for PAOK. Now Hatcher trying to find what's going on. Reyer comes out onto the floor after sitting the whole of the third quarter. Hands it to Athanaou, will screen. Athanaou tries to get the step, draws the foul. Can't hit the shot. The free throws or sideline. Looks like it's going to be sideline possession, so. Didn't matter, he was unable to hit the runner. Commits his second. Hatcher uses the screen from Reyer. Fires the 3, is good. Well, that's a good start for PAOK here. Drew the 1 team foul already against Venezia, then they hit the 3. Now they've got to build on it from this end of the floor. Reyer commits the cheap foul. On the end line though. Nde Nicolaou looking to bring it in. Comes Czerela. Really on the baseline, just waits, finds the open man. Nde Nicolaou. Well, even Nde Nicolaou couldn't make the 3. Venezia struggled from beyond the three-point line in this second half so far. Athanaou trying to find something. They've got Reyer on a mismatch if they can find him. But great denial means look at where he's had to come to collect the ball. 5 seconds on the clock now. He'll spin, get away from his man. Can't finish though. And the fight defensively. Great possession for Venezia. Very impressive defensively they've been all evening. And now corner 3 doesn't go. It's tipped away. Czerela missed the 3, nearly got the rebound. And it goes into the hands of Hatcher. PAOK getting what they want defensively. They've managed to get stops, but can they get their offense working here? Zadas off the glass, doesn't get it. Reyer tips it and is fouled. Zola commits the foul. He comes up. The man who's hurt. I think the foul was before the hit to the back of the head that Zola suffered. Reyer hit the line for 2. Day comes back in. That's a good move from Venezia. Just trying to, use that offensive firepower of Austin Day to seal this game now. Reyer at the line. Heynes is back in as well. Makes it 2. Czerela. Right, Heynes comes off a screen, draws a lot of attention. Good work from PAOK. It's still Day. It's open. Yeah, balls. Great possession for PAOK there. They're getting this lead back slowly, and that's why you see Mitchell Watt coming back in. All these subs coming on the floor for Venezia. They know what an important time this is. They want to just open that lead out again because they've struggled. They've yet to score in this fourth quarter. 5-0 start for PAOK, and we said any way back for PAOK must start on the defensive end. They have to get those stops. And they've done exactly that. Now, can they add the points as well? They go to Hatcher. Hatcher finds Athanaeliou. He was well guarded by Heynes, though. And again, he'll find Reyer. Elbow jump shot. He can make that shot, Reyer. Comes up empty this time. It doesn't seem to be moving too well. And Stone comes off the screen, hesitates, kicks it. Nde Nikolau, extra pass. Watt for 3. Oh, he's done everything else, Mitchell Watt. Why not take the 3? That time he misses everything. Zaras for 3. He doesn't get it. What an interesting game would start to be if that had fallen for Zaras. Venezia really do need to put this game away. The lead that they've had, the advantage they've had throughout. Heynes finds Watt on the roll. Watt can't finish over the length of Reyer. Here comes Hatcher, pushing in transition. It's 4 against 3, 5 against 4, but Hatcher couldn't find an opening. Goes to Chrysokopoulos. As I stutter to get my words out. And he turns it over. And Zaras commits the foul in transition. Fowler's the arms outstretched. Foul goes against Reyer. Takes the long pass. And now 10 on the clock. Foul's going to go away from the ball. Zaras just pushing Heynes right in front of the referee. Not going to get away with that one, despite the fact he puts his hands behind his back. Yeah, you see? And that arm across the arms, holding back his man. Nikolau brings it in, finds Watt, but it's rejected by Reyer. Putback doesn't go from Day. Ball hit the ring though, so they get a fresh 14. Here is Watt once more. He's got the mismatch, and he's going to be fouled by Will Hatcher. Hatcher at least stopped him getting onto that left hand. And that's team fouls now against PAOK, so basically 6 minutes of this game will be Venezia shooting free throws. Great advantage for them to have down the stretch. And Watt, just as I was about to say, is yet to miss from the free throw line, of course. Misses the first, so 10 of 11 he is now. team still hasn't scored in this fourth quarter. We've got more than 4 minutes. And eventually he breaks the seal. Lead back to 6. Zone defense from Venezia. Now they're switching to man-to-man. Poulos can't finish. Fight for the rebound. Moreira puts it home. Good work from him on the glass, and PAOK slowly but surely chipping away at this lead, getting themselves back into the game. Never count them out. They trail by 4 now. As Day squares up. Takes the jumper. Doesn't get the roll. Here comes Athanaou. 3 against 4. Nde Nicolao's going to draw the foul. And a timeout will be called here. The rhythm just all gone from Venezia as they're trying to see this game out. They're trying to seal it. And they've lost their way. Just 1 point in 5 minutes. And it has seen PAOK get within 4 with the ball. And a chance to come into the lead even more.
We need to move the ball. Also for us, set goal. And we go 4 down for a top pickup situation. We need more rhythm. We need more rhythm, guys. We are walking. Watch out. Okay. It's their sideline inbound. It's a zipper usually. Watch out if it's a boundary situation.
Ricordiamo amici di fare l'offerta di appoggio di Nde Nicólao presso gli ingressi del Pálassport. Sosteniamo l'associazione WILD.
So, out of this timeout, will Venezia regroup? Or will it be PAOK? You can never count out of a game. So they only have 46 points coming into the fourth quarter. They trailed by 10, but somehow they found that way just to chip away slowly. Get this lead back to a manageable figure now. Still 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time as Hatcher collects it. Athanaou comes high. Zardas gives it back to him. Open look. Defense helps too much off an Athanaou. And he's going to get his own offensive rebound. Up to the inside. No room though. And then his pass. Looking for Zardas. Goes out of bounds. He's frustrated. Zardas just didn't really want it on the cut. Good defense from Venezia. Their defense has held pretty firm throughout. The offense has been the trouble in this fourth quarter. Here comes Heinz. Collects it high. Comes off the screen from Watt. Heinz wide open. Doesn't get it. Moreira, an easy rebound. And another opportunity for PAOK here. Hatcher has the switch against Day. He'll try and use Sikopoulos to find Moreira. His jump hook doesn't go. He looks towards the official. Not going to get the call. Heinz on his own. Waits for some reinforcements here. Watt comes to screen for him. And they throw high to Watt. Great take and finish. Excellent recognition from Venezia. Watt came to set the screen as soon as the defense stepped out. Heinz threw a bullet pass out. And watch the recognition from Nde Nicólao to throw it up high against the switch. He made it difficult for Watt. Great finish from a man who's having a fine game. Watt with that one moves to 23 points, and this causes a timeout by PAOK. 6-point lead, 59 plays 53, 3:55 left. That's a crowd look on then. 6-point game, under 4 minutes. PAOK go to Hatcher. Now Athanaou. A lot of room for Reyer here. Hatcher takes the tough three, in and out. And the rebound collected by Heinz. Heinz uses the screen from Watt, pulls up in transition, quick shot from him. And he's on. Hussein's knocking it down. 13 points now for Heinz. Tipped away. Watt nearly gives it back. Eventually, Marco Guri. Heinz cuts through. Goes back door, a lot of room for Heinz. Jump shot doesn't go. Here comes Hatcher. Getting that space with the switch. His defense has worked well for Venezia though. Watt kept him in front nicely. Jones trying to find some room. Look at that, nowhere to go. Till eventually Athanaou, wide open in the corner, can't get it. Reyer, rebound just falls for him. He's looking to pass it out. I think he's going to get called for the travel, yeah. He doesn't like it, but I can see why the referee called it. I'd love to see the replay. He hesitated and just shuffled his feet. Cognaris is going to come back in for Will Hatcher. See if they can speed the game up here with Cognaris. Zaras putting that pressure on the ball. He gives it over to Nde Nicólao though. Nde Nicólao finds Watt on the cut. Foul is called as you see Nde Рафаέλе working the sideline, pulling out the defensive plays. It's been a good spell out of that timeout from Venezia. It did look like PAOK had got themselves back into the game and they had their opportunities. They got cut to 4 at one stage, had a few possessions. PAOK just couldn't get that elusive score. And now Venezia have got through their dry spell offensively. Feel like they've started to find that rhythm again. And it's a disappointing looking start for PAOK. There's Watt at the line. Makes it. It's been a career night for Mitchell Watt. 24 points, 4 rebounds, so 25 points. And a lot of those from the free throw line. Shot the ball extremely well free throw wise. Jones trying to find some room. And more than anything for Watt as well as his offense is the way he switched defensively onto the ball as well. Zaras, his 3 doesn't go. Great rebound from Jones, who is fouled and will go to the line. Foul was against Austin Day. Jones will be at the line. Jones' return to Italy has been a quiet one. 3 points for him. Makes that one. Garrett's come back in as well. He replaces Reyer. Played the whole of that third quarter. See if he can make a difference in this last 1:45. Here comes the pressure. Zaras has Heinz, good position. He passes out. Now Day gives it back to Heinz. He's got to get across the half. Just manages to do that. On the baseline. Smart play from Marco Guri. He's in no hurry. They want to go to the mismatch. Watt is guarded by Cognaris. The double team comes. It leaves Nde Nicólao wide open. Well, heady play once again from Venezia. They recognised the mismatch. They found what the defence had to respond. Good pass as the easy score goes for Darius Garrett. We're going to have a substitution. Garrett running to the side like it's a timeout. Needs to stay on the floor. Jory goes out. It was a good spell from Jory when they needed it there. As Shivas comes back in and Stone as well. Zaras sits. Stone, another ball handler against this pressure. And here he is. Passes out over the double team quite easily. And now Heynes will hold, use clock here. He'll get under a minute. Nde Nicolaou turns the corner off the screen, kicks it, extra pass, Day. Takes the jumper. Can't get it to go though. This is fouled by Nde Nicolaou. Nde Nicolaou confused. I think he thought they had one more foul to give, reaching in there, and no need to commit it. Guy's back, he sent Cognares to the line, clock is stopped. Antonius Cognares can't hit the free throw. Shot it well in that first half. All 6 of his points coming from beyond the three-point line. And a sportsmanlike foul is called. So now a grimace from him. Unsportsmanlike foul against Jones. Trying to chase down the rebound. Bench doesn't like it for PAOK. Let's have another look. I've got to say, I can't see an unsportsmanlike foul there. I think Jamal Jones is a little unlucky. He was having his shirt pulled by Austin Day. More, or at least as much as he was doing. So, either way, Day makes the first. He'll get a second and possession for Venezia. A chance to seal this game. How they would love a double-digit victory. Remember, of course, it is the head-to-head record between these two teams. They'll play each other home and away. And if they have identical records, the head-to-head between the two matters. So the points difference important, even at this stage in the season. Venezia know a double-digit lead here will mean, you know, they don't have to go to PAOK, to Greece, needing to do as much. Day takes the jump shot, comes up short. Foul's going to go against Nde Nicolaou. He'll push in the back, and it's going to be 2 free throws the other way. So plays like this will help the cause of PAOK. So 2 shots to come. Nathaniel, 6 points personal for him. Two for 2. Pressure's going to come. 8-point game. PAOK still chasing the ball. Day gets it over the half. Goes to Heyns. He's going to pull it out. They won't be in a hurry here, but they'll try and get one final score, that's for sure. Stone isolates against Nathaniel. Shot clock to 4. Pulls up for 3. Doesn't get it. Garrett grabs the rebound. Oh, quick hands though. And there'll be one final possession for Venezia, perhaps. No, it's taken away by PAOK. So Jory did a good job to collect the offensive rebound, gave it to Heyns. He was crowded out. 7.4 seconds remaining. Heyns just didn't expect Nathaniel to be coming from that position. No. Zaras comes in, changes all round. Garrett goes out, they'll try and spread the floor. Oh, quick steal. Τζούρι away. Can he finish it off? He can, and that's going to cap a fantastic defensive performance from Venezia. The heave doesn't quite go, and the steal and score gives a lead and a victory to Umana Venezia, 69-59. A double-digit win is probably what they deserved, as Marco Джούρι made the score at the end to make it 69-59 in favour of Venezia. Teams will shake hands. It's been an entertaining game here between two quality European teams. PAOK, as they so often do, found themselves in the game late on despite not playing at their best. But Venezia defensively, very impressive performance for me. Tactically on point, really did do a good job of taking away the offense of PAOK. There is a confirmation, 69 plays 59. 3-point percentage for PAOK really helped keep them in the game. But it wasn't to be, as they struggled to get any sort of 2-point opportunities. 21 turnovers as well. Twice the number, or over twice the number of the Italian team. So the PAOK team applaud their fans. They will head back to Greece and go to 0-1 in the Basketball Champions League. For Venezia, after their successes of recent years in making finals and final fours of European competition, they start off this new Basketball Champions League season protecting their home floor with the victory. They were led by that big performance of Watt on the inside. Mitchell Watt, 25 points personal for him. Really was an impact off the bench. He only played 19.5 minutes in total. His team did a great job of finding him. Heinz and Day chipped in as well. Reyer had 14, but nobody else in double figures for PAOK. Hatcher tried his hit with 9. But it wasn't to be for a PAOK team, which just didn't hit the 60-point barrier. So, I will leave you with some highlights as the players greet the crowd. It has been an entertaining game here at Venezia. We'll go to 1-0 in Group B. And for PAOK, they will drop to 0-1. As Venezia join Tenerife with that unbeaten record. Tenerife, the victors over Bonn at home earlier today as well. But we'll be back tomorrow night with more Group B action, opening up as Nanterre travel on the road to see if they can get their game, their season underway. Only tomorrow against the Pavia. And what should be another entertaining game. So I will say goodnight, leave you with his highlights as Venezia get the victory, 69-59 over PAOK.
Thanks,